Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is keeping well. Welcome back again with another live show on the channel. It is our match review and player rating show from yesterday's absolutely dismal 4-1 defeat to Bournemouth yesterday at St James's Park. The winning streak, unfortunately, is over. Bournemouth have come up to St James's Park. A lot of fans have travelled very early for that game. It's in the morning. And they've absolutely took us to the cleaners in our backyard yesterday. I mean, Mason, how are you feeling after that yesterday still, man?
We're still disappointing. I think that yesterday was freaking depressing for me to start with.
Yeah. I mean, it was, well, for everyone. Everywhere.
Especially freaking me.
Oh, yeah. If you enjoy the show, guys, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, smash that subscribe button, free to do so, just help make the channel grow. And please, of course, hit the bell notification to just let you know whenever a live show takes place or pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So that notifies you what comes up on the show week in, week out. So make sure you do hit the bell to make sure you're all up to date with all the content that we bring out for you on for you to enjoy. If you want to give a donation, feel free. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p. And you'll be put into a prize draw we do as well. Okay. So we'll just name it in the comments. Good evening, Brian. Absolutely honking performance. Hopefully it's a one-off, but according to Twat Edwards, we won't sign anybody. Even if we sell Kelly and Miggy, I don't believe it one bit. Luke Edwards fills everyone with so much negativity. Surely we've got to, if those two players are going to leave. Also, Andrew will be sacked soon. He should go on Neighbours, the Australian Barry Evans.
Can't come back. Where's the money we're gonna get from the half the wages we're gonna get from the Hayden deal Portsmouth?
I know, that's what I wonder.
That's my worry.
And it's Cardiff City. How are you feeling after two shocking results?
Depressing.
Absolutely depressing.
Michael, hope you well. I did say some of our players' legs are going. Swansea was shocking me, and that manager didn't get them up for a derby game. Very surprising.
Apparently, can you quickly look in Tony's? Apparently, Kelly wants to leave.
Kelly wants to leave.
But it's just Tony just shared it in the group chat. Apparently, he wants to leave.
Well, let him leave then, because if he isn't going to get the game,
does anybody know how to say goodbye in Italian?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I want to know. What a cunt.
But if he's not getting games, I mean, this is a player we really didn't need, to be fair, and that's why. I did see some of our players. Oh, yes, I just did read that one, and you were absolutely right there, Brian. We did go with the same lineup, Mason. I don't think you can grumble with the starting 11 that Eddie went with. But again, it's just Bournemouth probably knew the run we were on. They came up. They were going to have no fear at all against us. And look what they done to us yesterday.
David, are you in Tony's group chat?
I don't think he is, no.
Yeah, obviously, look at our lineup. We try to take. We try to keep it the same. Bournemouth had to make changes because obviously they got injuries.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Bournemouth's lineup was the better than ours to this day. So, I was pleased nowadays. I was pleased with our lineup.
I mean, Eddie didn't see any reason to change it. He thought this is our best 11, so we're going with it.
Yeah, I mean, and we've had like 3 days and 6 days. Sorry, and you could say fatigue was. People have been saying fatigue's been hampered.
But I don't. You can't, because Bournemouth have played the same amount of games as us.
But the fact is, Bournemouth played Wednesday, not Tuesday. Sorry. So they've had a day's.
Well, just an extra day, but still have had a few games close together. So
same amount of wins. And now they got to draw Chelsea on Tuesday.
Yep.
But yeah, They might get this win, but they'll probably get beat on Saturday. They'll probably get beat on Saturday.
Yep.
Are you seeing if they got at home?
Hmm?
Are you seeing if they got at home next Saturday? Bournemouth.
Who was
Forest
it?
at home. Forest at home.
Ooh, that'll be an interesting game, that one. Joe, good evening. Very
Hello.
well. Just here and now, Kelly wants out, get the cash in now, says David. Absolutely. Also for these people blaming Eddie Howe for that yesterday, I've been Howe's biggest critic, but that wasn't him yesterday. Do you know what? That wasn't down to Eddie Howe yesterday. Our players just were. Where were they yesterday, Mason? Because it just looked like they were somewhere else.
They didn't turn up. Yeah, it was an off day yesterday. But hopefully this is the one off because it's
hopefully got to be. Surely it will be. It wouldn't be surprised if Eddie called them in there to training this morning.
I probably won't because obviously it's only. You know what? That's a bit harsh to be honest because I've had six days of 3 games. Surely, and I was after yesterday, but I think they need a little bit of rest.
He calls them in first thing tomorrow morning.
I probably agree with the model, but Sunday I think it's a little bit hard. We've won two for 3 games this weekend. This week, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday was an off game.
Yeah, it was. Yep, 20 million. Take it, Howe. Or if Howe doesn't want to take it, Paul Mitchell, you take it. Yeah, David, he's frustrated. Playing time. I wanted to leave. Apparently, it's a player we didn't need. And we slapped 150k wages on him. Quite struggling. Juve want us, says Brian. Said of ages, lads, Areola is an immense manager, and if Eddie left us, then I want him as our new gaffer. He's done an incredible job with our Bournemouth side, Areola.
Yes. For when he first came in last season, and he managed Rio Vallecano in La Liga in the middle of freaking Madrid. To be with the playing career he had, obviously being at Athletic Bilbao and obviously at New York City. When he first started I don't like it as much, but when he first got the job at Bournemouth when they sacked Gary O'Neill, I thought to myself at the time, this man just got potential because he's young.
Yep.
He's been managing at Rio Vallecano. I just thought to myself, this guy's got potential. And look at some of the players he had who was still there. From Eddie Howe, like Cook yesterday, Brooks.
Brooks was fantastic. Semenyo was fantastic. And we've got to talk about Justin Kluivert because, wow.
I just want to say, I love David Brooks because he plays for Wales, but yesterday he was what? That's probably the best.
Considering what that lad's been battling through and look at him still play.
I love him playing for Wales, but yesterday was probably one of the best games I've ever seen him play. I love him for Wales, but I felt horrible yesterday being on the Newcastle end because I felt absolutely brutal him playing outstanding yesterday.
He was cracking. I think there was a lot of players for them that really performed for them yesterday. It's because apparently Juventus can't get to Morios or Skinner or someone else so he's 4th on their list. But I see Spurs going in for Areola, which I would be gutted to see. He'd be stupid enough to leave Bournemouth with the cracking job he's doing and go to a Spurs team that's really, really falling apart right now. Should be young English and about to prime play 2 position. That's probably why. Yep, I did see that as well, Joel. It's a 6:45 kickoff?
Quarter 6.
Quarter 6. How about I let Kelly leave because I don't want no unhappy player at my club? Exactly. If you're not happy here, there's the door on your way out. It's as simple as that. Goodbye. Did you see John's video at Cardiff City? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, it was cracking. What about Ruben Rim Ball Pete? Has he not did a great job at Man U? And would you believe the interview? He's come out and said apparently this is the worst Man United team. He's come out and said it. Wow.
That made my absolute day when he came out and said that.
Yep.
Hello, John.
I haven't seen an opposition side look that good since a prime Man City turned up at St James's Park. They exploited every weakness we had. Just hope that result has not given Arsenal hope for the second. Hopefully it won't. But yet again, Arsenal 2-0 up and they're going bottle it against Villa and they're going to throw that away. He absolutely going to throw that away. I love Swansea City. He says, Chippers, Brooks has been through so much inspiring. I would love to see him join our club. He's a great player. He gave Lewis Hall nightmares yesterday. He gave Lewis Hall absolute nightmares, although I love Cardiff.
But look who signed him from Sheffield United a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're well. Tom, good evening. Good evening, Martin. South Wales is saying, evening, Carl. Hope you're well. If Irioli went to Spurs, where would Postecoglou go with neighbours or home and away?
Watch you for this tit because he's absolutely spamming, please.
Which one? Chippers. Outplayed, impressed, out game managed, nothing more to say. No Tom, prisoners, block cell H, Tom the Flying Doctors. Apparently Swansea fans were asking for a refund. Wow. Good God almighty. But yesterday it was great to meet John. It was great to meet it was great to see Lady Sam yesterday, and it was great to see Ian as well. Cracker, great to see you guys yesterday as well. And also, it was great to get us meet Mickey Quinn yesterday as well.
Who did I see yesterday? And I seen Ian Bradley Hyde, his second name. Sam. I love the smell of your vape, by the way. I don't know why I love the smell of your vape, Sam.
Okay.
I seen Choo Choo. And a couple of personally.
Coffee, good evening. I hope you're well. Liverpool of Ipswich next. It's definitely Liverpool's title, yeah. Ton Flying Doctors. Where's the American? Well, the American Mags. I didn't see Chris yesterday.
I seen Josh.
I didn't see any of those yesterday as well. But what I'm going to say about this defeat, Mason, at least it's not just us Bournemouth have demolished. They did, of course, demolish Manchester United. Look who else they've beaten as well.
Man U. Everybody can beat Man U now.
They beat Arsenal this season 2-0. They did beat Manchester City as well. Yep.
Tottenham.
Yes.
Did they beat? What was it? What was their Liverpool score this season against them?
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm sure it was a draw.
Let's have a look. Right, let me have a look at that one.
David, it was the smoke. It was the smoke coming out of a vape. It smelled nice.
They did lose 3-0 at Liverpool. They did actually lose 3-0 against Liverpool. So, Michael Owen Mason, you met. Nana, yes, he had a howler, and we drew 3-3 with Liverpool. We certainly did. But yeah, Bournemouth have put some teams aside there this season. They have, so that's what I'm going to say. At least it's not just us who suffered a heavy defeat with them as well. Good evening, Wacky. Hope you're keeping well.
Right, people, I want to. Can I have a little rant as well? The bloke on the side of the screen to me asked me to go on the drink at 10:30 in the morning. Are you for fucking real?
Sorry, it wasn't 10:30. Was it that time?
It was 10:30.
It might have just been after, but I can't remember that time. But that's what it's all about on a match day.
I wasn't drinking that time.
Well, don't have to go too heavy. It's a match day.
But I do appreciate the offer, though.
Okay. Liverpool have the title this season, I reckon, says Julie. Yeah, I believe they do as well. Anyway, the first goal, Mason. I mean, look at this. It's a good finish by Clivert, but the space is just...
Yeah, got to be doing a lot better.
Yep.
Got to be doing a lot better.
Yep.
The space he gave them, give Clivert and Al.
Yeah.
Probably you should be doing a lot freaking better.
Yeah, and I'm not going to disagree there, Tom. They certainly aren't they? Bloody hell, used to start ATM on a match day. Blimey hell. How come we didn't sign Houston when we could have? That was a player we should have got, Coffee. It really should have been a player we got.
Apparently, I'm not it's true, but apparently we've been linked with him this window. And I would be linked with a Ukrainian laddie, but I don't know if we're still linked with I don't know if we're linked with Houston.
Good evening, Ian. Hope you're well. Surprised how many empty seats there were when it was only 2-1. That's not a good look. Yeah, there was still a lot of empty seats because it was 2-1.
I was tempting to go for when I was tempting to go when Bournemouth had scored the third, but I just thought, nah, we've only got a couple of minutes left. I'll just wait.
Yeah, I must say, Bournemouth manager will go far in the future. He switched on. He's a great manager for them. Bad crack with the fans leaving early. Yeah, we were heavily linked with him 2 years ago. Absolutely. I hope Pete paid for a pint for you, Mason. He actually declined the offer, Martin. Would you believe it?
I'm not drinking that time.
Yeah, but we got back in the game, Mason. It's a great header from Bruno to level us up in the game. It was a good corner by Lewis Hall, to be fair. Like,
yeah, Kepa need to do a lot better, but I freaking it deflected off Kepa, but Kepa should be.
Hopefully, it did wake us up a little bit at that time.
For keep off his caliber, he should be. And he hasn't had much games recently, but for keep off his stature, Kepa should be doing a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do people leave the game when they lose? And that's what I like to wonder as well. Coffee.
Look at Man Unity.
There you are.
Prime example.
There was players suggesting various transfer shows, but a lot of fans scoffed at them as obsessed with marquee signings. Fair enough, Mason. I don't think I would have had this.
If I was with Gemma after the game award, but I was on my own yesterday.
Mm.
If I was with Gemma and stayed back for a bit after the game, when I would have had a drink.
12:30 kickoffs. I can't stand them personally. We lose many home games. I think that's the first one this season, isn't it? Because we did draw Man City. Beat Tottenham was a Sunday. I think the last 12:30 before
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, we forgot about that.
2 weeks ago.
So unfortunately, I think a lot of quite tourist fans or takeover fans there yesterday. I mean, I stayed at the end. It's hard enough for fans to get tickets, but then you have people leaving early. Yep. A true Geordie can have a beer as soon as the eyes open in the morning. This is wacky they can do. People who got the away games on the coaches, they'll drink stupid o'clock.
No. That's why I didn't like drink. That's why I didn't like drinking as much, because people drink from stupid o'clock in the morning and piss for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and I've seen that a couple of times, particularly going to away games as well. Would you believe it?
That's why I cannot stand drinking in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I call far too early. So, but second goal, Mason. Right, who do we put this down to? Do you think we put this down for Bruno for giving the ball away?
Bruno.
Or do you think it was going to be down to Dan Burn for paying a thingy pass there? Ooh, okay.
Bruno. I'm sorry, that's Bruno. That's Bruno's fault there. Like, why should he should be looking for now what it is. He should have been looking.
Okay. But do you think
because look at their attack yesterday, and it showed you why their attack is decent. Clivert was near him. Semenyo was on the left. What's that right winger called? Doggo, whatever he's called.
Yep.
I mean, their front three were rapid yesterday, and Bruno should be doing a lot better. And that's actually seen both the blame, but it was Bruno's fault. That was Bruno's fault. That mainly yesterday.
Very true. The kid called himself for refusing a beer. It was Dan Burns. Joe thinks it was Burn. Callum Robson ripped through the Jackson's defence. Chippers thinks both are to blame. Oh, I mean, Bruno does look ball, but I think if Joe's made a good point, he passed to Bruno, no one fine well. Bruno had 3 players around him.
But still, he should have easily passed back to Dan Burn.
Bruno dithers too close to his own box. I mean, I think that's what Tonali should be doing. For some reason, the drink is more important than the game, and that's why some fans leave early, even if we're winning. They'll arrive late, down 10 minutes before half time for a drink back. Then, yeah, absolutely, Tom. Well, it's not.
The last time I had a drink at the stadium was when I stayed back after the Brighton game, the last home game of the season, watch a Gator game. That's the last time I've had a drink.
Yeah.
At the stadium. That was after the game. I was watching the Gator game. She was both.
But Tom, what Tom's just said, that's what some of those
totally
fans...
Totally agree, though.
Ben's pass was shocking. He should have went to Hall, who had no one on him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Chippers. Bruno's over in Milan.
By the way, that Gator game was... By the way, that was a Gator game when they won the cup.
Oh, well. Bruno's over in Milan eating pizza, but Eddie has him in for a full week training. Yeah, hopefully he will do. He's got to, surely got to. But our fault, some Bournemouth players were getting away with some players, Bournemouth players got away with not getting yellow cards.
Clive was a bastard at times yesterday. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but there should have been at least some. I mean, Bruno was getting kicked up a lot, our fault. So, fair play to Bournemouth. They played the game whilst the ref let them away with it. Yep. They were Pete, but Joe Linton, very lucky boy. He lost. He said, "Do you know what? I agree with that, David. Joe Linton, very lucky. He could have been off very early in the game. Or he could have been, he avoided a card."
And it was a tough one. It was a tough one. It was a tough one because I started kicking off and all that because it was not off. It was in the middle, and he was a very, very lucky boy.
Yeah, Bournemouth would have been able to play the game. They had the ref done his job in the first half, booking them for amount of challenges for line. And yeah, Big Joe was a red card. Like Mick says, he should have been sent off as well. I think Joe needs a break now for next game. I would consider taking him out for the Southampton game and giving him a rest and playing someone else in the midfield, i.e. Miley, I think should be as well. Because I was very disappointed with Willock yesterday when he came on. I mean, I thought Dan Burn should have been taken off at half-time for Share because I thought Burn was all over the place in that first half.
Yeah. I mean... to be honest, I think Mary should have came on.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I go to games in my local league, I'm usually very early and leave very late, but I also volunteer and help out with the fan atmosphere similar to War Flags. Nice one, Coffee. Bad day at the office, but it's all about... It's all about responding now against Southampton, who seem to be playing well in patches. Yeah, they did get the 2 goals at Forest. It was a bit of a tight game. However, that 4th goal for Forest should have counted. That I didn't see anything wrong with that goal at all.
Taylor's a cunt. End of.
There's no way. I think it was Chris Wood. Apparently, he was deemed to be interfering with play. There was no way he was interfering with play there. And very lucky Ramsdale got away with that because look at the howler he made there.
Look at John Stones this season. Jose saw his goal.
Yep.
It was.
That was given, wasn't it?
Yep.
So what was wrong with that one?
Because I've an ETS a cock.
Yep. Willock for me hasn't done anything this season. Miley above him just on ethic. Do you know what? I agree, Joe. I would consider starting Miley against Southampton. I really would. I think Joe's just completely out of gas at the moment. He really is. So, I mean, 2 player.
You've got 15 days till the transfer window shuts. If you want to get rid of Willock in the next 15 days, when you can. But at least apparently Eddie Howe,
Personally, I think Eddie Longstaff goes before Willock actually.
Apparently Mitchell's pissed off at Eddie Howe about transfers and that, and he said, "I'm wanting to sell players like Kelly."
Then what's Kelly done for our club?
No, he was shite against West Ham.
Exactly. He's not that good, to be honest. We only got him in on a free. Surely we'll have 100% of the fee that we sell him for if he goes in this window.
Yeah, apparently there's a couple of rumours going up there saying Paul Mitchell's in charge of transfers now.
Well, he's got to be. Let Eddie Howe do the work on the pitch. Let Paul Mitchell do the work in the background.
Did you hear it?
I didn't
in
know.
The group chat this afternoon. Apparently, Tony's been saying that Mitchell's.
Oh yes,
Mitchell's,
actually, I did.
Aye, Tony. That's what Tony said. He's seen a couple of rumours saying Mitchell's in charge of transfers now.
He's got to be. Let Eddie Howe do it on the pitch. The manager, to me, has a lot of managers now have too much say on transfers now. Apparently, something about what is the source of this? Apparently, says Tom. Well, it's in one of my, it's in a group chat that me and Mason are in. So, yeah. So it's got to be Paul Mitchell doing with the transfers. If he wants to move Kelly on, let him move him on. Eddie should just accept it.
Sorry, coffee's in it as well.
Yes, coffee are in it as well.
So there's a couple of people in there who was on this review show who's in that group chat as well.
Yeah, there's only two players who stood out for me yesterday. Tonali was one of them. I thought Tonali worked his socks off. And Dubravka kept the score down because it could have been more than 4 to Bournemouth yesterday. So where's the source come from? I'll have to go back and check it in the group chat again, Tom, where it was from. Chipper's HP source. We know you love your HP source, Chipper. But yeah, I think Dubravka kept the score from being more than 4 because it could have well and truly been. I mean, Bournemouth had a goal disallowed by VAR because the ball was out of play.
Look who's been complaining about that goal. North London, Brendan White.
Yeah. Tonali was an engine. Tonali and Dubravka only stood out for me yesterday. The rest were just so poor. I think Anthony Gordon had a stinker yesterday. He had a stinking game yesterday, and that's one of his worst I've seen. Isak was nowhere at times, but again, where was the service? Where was the service yesterday? It wasn't there. Fabian Schär came on, didn't look impressive. I wasn't impressed with Trippier as well, unfortunately. They said apparently they took Botman off was a bit of a tactical change, but Charlie Byrne should have been subbed off first because he was all over the place.
Trippier was fault for their 2 goals on in 90 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. As a manager, it's okay to have a wish list, but director of football does recruitment. If manager don't like it, they just get a new manager. Absolutely wacky. Yeah, I can see where you come from there, Tom. No, it's totally fine. Yeah. But I just agree. I just think that Paul Mitchell should be dealing with the transfers now. So, yeah.
Which hopefully it is true.
That's it.
I'm not saying it is true. I just say I hope it is.
Yeah, hopefully it will. Yeah.
So I'm sick and tired of managers coming out and saying, I want this and I want that when the club wants to fucking progress.
Yeah. Well, third goal, Mason. I mean, it's a good goal again from Clivett.
Trippier's fault, though. As I've just said, Trippier's fault.
Yep.
Should be doing a lot better. I mean, what? Especially with the pace Clivett, Semenyo and Dango had yesterday. He should be doing a lot better. Especially with Trippier's pace as well. He should be doing a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a reason why Tino's gets starting over and over again with Trippier because it shows you Trippier's legs are going. and that's why he's keep coming on half the time as a substitute.
We know Tino is the first choice.
Because Tino Livramento was 21. He's young, he's hungry, and he's got the potential. Along with Lewis Hall yesterday. Dempno did have an off game, but they'll learn and get back for the Southampton game.
Yeah, only Dubs and Tonali to ever mentioned. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's a valid point, Mitchell, dealing with the transfers, but to say Mitchell is angry with how there needs to be a proper source to be seeing things, yeah, there has to be, absolutely. But we do need players in, Mason, because we can't just let two players go and not replace them. If it's Miggy, that means we've only got one right winger, and that's Murphy. What if Murphy got injured? We're knackered.
But apparently people have been saying that Devlin's been injured. I'm going to say the people in the chat and the Peter, do you think it is what's the word? True that he's injured because now he's been linked with Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting one, but we just need to. The centre backs.
Apparently he's out for 4. But he's out for 4 or 5 weeks. But I don't know what's happening.
Sorry, but putting Trips up against Semenyo is bad tactics, in my opinion. Since Semenyo got the run, he did. Joel, he really, really did. But the fourth goal, Mason, it's a good finish from Kirkes just to kill the game off. Look at the way how much the space he got just to fight it. This is their left back as well.
Probably the second best young left back in the Premier League, along with Lewis Hall.
He was good.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just going to say, Bournemouth have got a gem of a left back because Kirkes, as well as their substitutes, defence, were outstanding yesterday. Kirkes just reminded me of Lewis Hall yesterday, but Lewis Hall had a freaking off day.
I mean, it was one of Lewis Hall's off days, wasn't it? So, good news, lads. I think those players was a lot fitter than our players. Yep, I think they were. Sensible thing to do is offload Miggy now and Kelly if you get offer a 15 plus. Yeah, you have cover keeper and centre back, left back, and right back. At the minute, Trips could go to focus on a right winger and striker now. Yes, I agree. Absolutely. If you put stuff out of them being angry, with each other without valid evidence, it's disruptive, detrimental to UFC, and disrespectful.
Chipas, you know what? You're wrong on the head half the time,
Yeah, he is.
Okay, hell.
But yeah, absolutely, that's well said, Tom. Yeah, we should apologies. We do need that should be looked more into. I agree with that about where that's
Chipas, don't get stuff off that. Keep the stuff in that group chat, please.
Yeah. It was just we win in we just win at it yesterday. Hopefully it's just a one-off, Mason, because we should be looking to go to Southampton and absolutely beat them. That's a team that's pretty much down.
I know they try to get back in the game against Nottingham Forest today. But yeah, I think with our tempo, and obviously when our Diaz is going to Sheffield United on loan. So it won't be that fight. So it won't be feisty as it was when we did play them in the first game of the season. But the fact is, Bertrand Diaz won't be there, so it won't be as like go for Bertrand Diaz.
No.
But keep going as what we've done previously. Yesterday was an off day, and obviously, but just keep your heads cool. Hopefully, to keep the heads cool. It should be because. Obviously, as I've just said, Bertrand Diaz is going to Sheffield United on loan, so it won't be so the tempo will be cool because if he was playing, the tempo would have been really, really high because every single Newcastle player would want to try and break his legs. Yep,
let's hold our hands up. We were pressed and outplayed and outgame managed. We were shit, simple, and wasn't good enough. No, we weren't. Agree, Mick. We went at it, and they deserve all the credit. Southampton shown some fight, lady. I still think they're gonna go down though. Southampton. I just think it's too late. Junior, maybe this team has a point to prove as well, so it'll be a very interesting game. All the apparent things at the minute off a goalkeeper and centre back, no mention of a striker. In fact, I think Eddie came out and said not expecting any incomes this week. Eddie will not say anything about that, unfortunately.
Eddie out doesn't see anything with transfer say because
He doesn't.
He said stuff. He said stuff like he said stuff like that, and look at a couple of hours later, we've seen somebody through the door. Example: Harvey Barnes, he was in next room in America signing the contract.
He was.
So he doesn't do stuff like that. Half the man just do.
No, he doesn't.
But anyhow, half the man just do, but anyhow doesn't do it. Doesn't like doing it.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully we do get at least one player in. Hopefully it's the right wing. He also said he knew about Harvey Barnes, and yes, exactly, Joe. Absolutely, Joe. He was. There you go. I believe we'll turn this around next week because I think we've got a good record at Southampton as of late. I believe we've won the last 3 games there, I believe, in a row.
Last time was in the Carabao Cup, wasn't it? We beat them 1-0.
Beat them 1-0. We did beat them 4-1 a couple of seasons ago. And we did beat them 2-1.
That was last time
when Bruno scored his first goal for the club with that impressive back heel.
And the last time we played there was
Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup. We beat them 1-0.
Yep. Before that, it was 2-1. Before that, we did lose 2-0, but before that, we won 1-0, I believe. So our record isn't too bad at St. Mary's as of late. Didn't they have a parade with a band, light show, and 2 dog mascots last time? This is Coffee. I can't remember off the top of my head.
That was D.
At least we didn't get battered 6-0. But unless we get rid of a couple of players, I can't see any coming in. Hopefully, we're going to try and move a couple along at least.
I don't think
Kelly's unhappy. Move him on then. If he's not happy, move him on. Mickey's time is up as well, and then hopefully he's going to be back off to the MLS very soon, back to America.
I don't think we're going to go for Aaron Ramsdale up to today.
Yeah, it's a huge task in the summer. The numbers you need to bring in or replace, it's like a backup team and all. Did
anybody see Aaron Ramsdale's howler today against Nottingham Forest?
Yes, that was just a cork, and how he got away with that. He got away with that. Ian thinks Tonali wasn't. Didn't think he was that great. Oh, I think he was one of our best. It's a huge task. I've just read that one. Apologies if I jumped a couple of comments coming up. Right then, we'll get into the next part of the show, shall we, Mason? You know what that is?
Yeah.
No players in is a gamble. It is, Chippers. If you need faces through the door, you've got to try and get some. You need at least someone in. Right, player ratings. I'll start first. Dubravka kept the score from being higher. Otherwise, it could have been more than 4 for Bournemouth yesterday. I'm going to give Dubravka a 7. He kept us in that game. He kept the score from being even higher. So a 7 for Dubravka for me. So we've got an 8. Wood, Minty, and Anderson score this weekend. Yes, they did. So 6, 7, and a 6 for Dubravka. Zalda Mason, a back 4. Oh, one coming in. Oh, David's going to give Dubs an 8. Right. Livramento. Not one of his good games. I think Semenyo had him on toast.
4.
Okay.
Because as you've just alluded to, I thought Semenyo had him on 1 yesterday.
Yeah.
And then there's a reason why we've been linked with Semenyo, because he
was cracking.
There's a reason why we've been linked with Semenyo, because right backs are shit. The right Tino Livramento is a prime example. Right backs are shitting themselves when they play against Semenyo, because Semenyo was absolutely phenomenal. And there's a reason why we've been linked with him.
Yeah.
Coffee will work, but he's injured. Tavernier's injured.
1, 0, 4, 3, 4. We weren't actually as well, but he is out injured.
Marcus Tavernier's brother is Ian. Marcus Tavernier's brother is Ian Fleming's favourite player. It Rangers.
3 as well. Right. Centre backs. Botman. I don't think it was. I think he should have stayed on the pitch, in my opinion.
But anyhow, said it was tactical. Yes, because he went on the right side of the
But
Centre
still,
back?
but was Cher any better when he come on? I don't think he was.
Nope.
For Botman, he has played a lot of games, Botman. Do you know what? I'll give Botman a 5.
I was going to give him a standard 5.5.
I see there's a new Netflix series coming out about. Oh, is that? Oh, interesting, Emon.
Interesting.
7, 2, 6, 5, 5, 5. Botman's still not right yet. He's played a lot of games. He's come back from injury as well, so he's bound to be a little bit as well. Okay, Dan Burn, Mason. Terrible,
3.
awful. 3.
Awful yesterday. Awful. Absolutely awful yesterday.
Particularly in the first half, he was all over the place, wasn't he? Yep, he was, and he's been brilliant this season, Dan Burn, but wasn't like that, unfortunately, yesterday. So 1, 0, -10. He was atrocious. 2 and a 2. 1 good slide and tackle. Yep, that was it. Unfortunately, right. Lewis Hall. That was one of his worst games yesterday. I thought Brooks gave him a torrid time yesterday. I thought so. Oh, I'm gonna go with a 4 for Lewis Hall. 1s and 3s is 0. 7 for Miss Philip, just catching up. Hall struggled badly. 3, 3, and a 3. Bottom a 2. 1 from Julie. Okay, midfield now, Mason. One of the standout players, Tonali.
8.
8.
Yeah, I thought he was the best behind the pitch.
Yeah, well, definitely one of them, wasn't he? Yep, I agree with that. 6, 9, 7, 10 for the effort. 7 and an 8. Right. Tonali a 9, 3 for Hall for Martin, and an 8 for. Right. Bruno. Pretty struggled yesterday. Scored the goal, but struggled throughout the rest of the game, unfortunately. Honesty again when I'm after full time as well, which I love, which I really love from Bruno as well. Wasn't great, but I'll give Bruno yesterday a 5 for his goal that he got. So 5 for Bruno. What's the Netflix series called? Everyone spends, but the tune can't. 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 8.5 for Tonali for Martin. 5, 4, and 5, says Coffee. Right, last one midfield, Mason. Joe Linton.
He was poor yesterday.
He's too knackered, isn't he?
I give him a 4. He's poor yesterday.
4. Would you sit him out for Southampton?
Yeah, I'll give him. I'll probably give Miley a chance.
Yeah. Not a bad idea, is it? And people still rating Bruno. Bruno 5 for the goal, but just didn't go for him now. 5. You just catch up just with a 7.5. 4. 3.5. Big look. Joel, lucky 5 to be on the pitch. Yeah. Absolutely, Joel. Chappers has gone with a 4 from Ian as well. Just catching up with some as well. Yeah, it was quite poor. Right. Oh, Joel Linton a 0 from Julie. Right. Right wing, attacking 3, Murphy. Not great yesterday, I've got to say, unfortunately, as well. Oh. What do we give Jacob Murphy then? Just wasn't at it yesterday, was he? 3. I'll give Murphy a 3. Not good yesterday. 4, 2, 2. Oh, Covey's going with a 2 for him. And a 3 as well. Wasn't that good yesterday, unfortunately. A 0 from Julie. It was quite poor. Right. Anthony Gordon Mason, who had a stonker yesterday.
3. He was off on one yesterday.
His balls that he was trying to get in just weren't coming off. Even his corners just weren't not there as well.
Yeah, I'll give him a 3.
Okay. 0, 0. Couple of zeros going in. I think that was actually his worst game yesterday that he's played for us. 2, need to be a new sponsor for Premier League, maybe the Aramco Premier League or LIV Premier, says Wacky. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Last one, Alexander Isak. Wasn't there yesterday. Well, no service as well. What could he have done yesterday? Just nothing. So a 3 for Isak.
That's his stonker.
He must have done.
That's a stinker.
That was me who said stonker.
Oh, he's
A stinker. Yeah, he had a stinker yesterday, didn't he? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 and a 0. I've given him a 3. Right, substitutions. On and off time, Fabian Mason.
poor when he came on.
Yeah, he was.
4.
4.
Yeah, it was 4. He was poor.
Yeah, it wasn't great at all, was he? Just seemed to get beaten, didn't he?
Yeah.
0 for the subs, 0 trips of 1. We had another 2 substitutions after that. Willock. Something not right with Willock, unfortunately. Something's not right with Willock at all. I don't know what is going on there. What is going on with Willock at the moment? He's just not looking himself right now. He really, really isn't. I'm going to give Willock a 2. I thought he was absolutely dreadful yesterday. Looks don't win football matches. Shares been abysmal. 0, 0, 2. Right. Another substitution. I came on with Willock Mason. Trippier.
1.
Oof, 1. Wow.
Reason why for their third goal yesterday. With me personally as well, fourth goal as well. He should be doing a lot better. So 1. Shite.
Fair enough. Yeah. -1. 2 coming in as well. Yeah, it was poor from Trips when he came on. He just didn't make an impact at all. Unfortunately, really, really didn't. Yeah, he has been since he's had a few good games before, just after that Brentford game. But what happened? Something just went wrong yesterday. It really, really did. Right, last substitution, of course, was but he was only on for a little time. That's Asula. Standard 5, yeah, because he didn't do an awful lot. It was into stoppage time for Osula, so can't really mate him, can I? Right. Right, Mason. Referee Stuart Atwell.
For being shite for both teams, 0. Piss poor yesterday. Absolutely piss poor.
He's terrible, Stuart Atwell. 0.
Yep.
Share 2 trips for the effort. Osula 1. And a 5 for Eddie from Chama. I think some of it are just catching up with the ratings. Minus 2,500 from Julie. I'm not surprised. Referee won terrible game, but can't be used as an excuse for our defeat down to our players. Yep, that was the main reason we lost the game. It was down to the players, not the referee, but he was dreadful. Ref 1 for the disallowed goal. Right, fans.
It's an interesting one.
Oh, it's an interesting one. Because beginning of the game, we was doing very, very well. We were going with the team and all of that.
8.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll give the fans an 8. Yeah, it was just towards the end. So,
I know you get people leaving nearly our levels, but
I didn't leave. I stayed to the end.
I was tempting to, but I was tempting to when Clive scored his third, but I just didn't have this way because I
4 fans.
I was pissed off, but
0. Fans 8 disappointed to hear a few of them boo our players off at the end of the game. Do you know what do you make of the whole booing there, Mason? Because in a way, you've got a right to say how it is because you can't say that performance wasn't acceptable yesterday.
Prime example, Gated Tuesday night against Halifax Town. It was just like that yesterday. That game yesterday, but it was worse. They get booed off, and Gated are in the exact same position. They're 4th as well. So yes, if the team's being poor, then yes,
you've got a right to say something, or you've got a right to say something about the performance because it was crap. It was absolutely.
And I Tottenham my shit, but look at that, 3-0 doing it Everton. They got booed off.
Yeah, they did. Fans 2 leaving early doesn't sit right with me. If you won that game, people were still being in the seats. Isaac 3 got no service and shoe. Right, last one.
But Coffee, there was a couple. I got to answer Coffee's question, please. Why was it Gates game on Tuesday? Someone Gates again. Look at Gates' level. Gates had left. Some Gates fans left on the 65th minute. Because that's how bad it was.
65th minute.
That's how bad it was.
I'm sure the players knew they were terrible without booing, not after 9 wins on the trot. Yeah, absolutely. All right, last one, Mason. What do you give Eddie Howe? This is an interesting one because I don't think this was him. It wasn't him to blame yesterday.
7.
7?
The reason why I give him the 7, he subs let him doing. He should be bringing on mainly. He should have been bringing on mainly for Willock.
Yeah,
bringing on a Asula on a lot sooner now.
I want to see Asula a lot sooner in the Premier League. I don't get it. Eddie of 5, half-time team told me no difference. 5-4, players let him down. Howe picked the best 11, but they did. Because that's been our strongest team. Fortunately, the performance was an absolute letdown from the players yesterday, and they need to take a look at themselves after that yesterday. Hopefully, they are going to look and see that was completely unacceptable by us. We now need a fix-up for Southampton away.
Nah, Southampton and Bournemouth are completely two different sides, but we should be back with Southampton on Saturday.
Yeah, we should be looked to be doing that. They're a team that's pretty much down.
And could you say it's a bit of a topic of all the Geordie players have had?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I'm just throwing it in there. Well,
I mean,
you're thinking that it's not a derby of all the Geordie players have had.
Well, but just look at the last game that Southampton played. Well, of course, they did lose today, 3-2. Bit of a close game, but I think their Forest should have 4 goals. They did well at Manchester United, but they completely capitulated. They did get absolutely walloped off Brentford, though. Before that, they did lose to 2-1 to Southampton. They did lose at home to West Ham. Had a couple ball draw with they have been walloped in some home games this season, so we've got a chance to do that. I mean, Spurs have won there, won 5-0. Chelsea have won there, won 5-1. Brentford have won there, won 5-0. Why can't we look to batter them as well down there?
You know what it is? I know he's I know him personally. I know his family personally. I know the family personally, but I think they need a Laurie McMenemy as a manager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what they need.
And
by the way, people, I do know the family personally.
We should have closed up shop definitely when it went 1-1 for a while and picked them off on the counter. Ooh, do you think so, Philip? Seagulls taking the nice team to the cleaners. Yep. I'm going to say it's a match, so we do batter them, so I'm probably turn up and take them serious, so says David. Yeah, absolutely. He would have got a higher rating from me if he had brought on Miley on instead of Willock. Yep. I don't think we expected to play the same way we expected Bournemouth to play the same way we play. But Bournemouth were unbeaten in so many games as well.
As I said on me, I think I said it in the group. I've said it to a couple of people, and I've seen 1 or 2 comments as well. Bournemouth have been the best side I've seen in St James' Park this season.
Oh yeah, I think they've been they've been one of the best teams in the Premier League this season as well.
One of the best sides I've seen in St James' Park this season.
I agree. Yep, they've been brilliant. Look at some of the teams they've beaten this season as well. Ariola's got that team brilliant. He's got that team.
2 minutes. I'm gonna get up their injury list just to prove.
Even without a striker again, Mason, would you believe it?
The injuries. No, they don't. Oh, wait 2 minutes. Let's see. So they had Awajo missing, Eve Allison missing, James Hill missing, Alex Scott missing, Marcos Senesi missing, Sinistema missing, Adam Smith missing, Sola missing, Tavernier missing, Unal missing.
Look at all them.
That's how many players they had missing yesterday.
And they still come to St James's Park.
But they still put a performance like that yesterday.
He's a cracker manager, that Areola. What a manager he is.
There's a reason why Man United wanting him. There's a reason why Man United wanting him.
I think he should stay with that Bournemouth team for a while because I think he's got them well drilled, and fair play to them. Yesterday, look, Mason, credit to the fans traveling all the way from the south coast for a 12:30 kickoff.
Once we finish with Sean Friday, they were only setting off 4 hours later.
Yes, absolutely.
This shows you, man. And to be honest, I think they're up there with Brighton as teams who are like now. Like I've liked Brighton for quite a long time now, but Bournemouth's up there for me. Like
it's all the way at the bottom of the country, pretty much.
And I think ever since they've got this new American owner, they've took off.
Yeah. And well done. I thought their fans were great yesterday. I really thought their fans were great yesterday as well.
And to be honest, they play better football than Gary O'Neill.
Was anyone else watching the Man U match to see if the mouse brought its family to the pitch?
I was watching the Everton game.
Yeah, we were beaten by a better team. Simple. Yesterday was most definitely our worst performance of the season. It was. Not many teams are well as drilled as Bournemouth, thankfully. 6 games now, 7 unbeaten. Hasn't Amarim just joined Man United and they won him out? Well, apparently one of them is Goldbridge.
Brett. Brett wants to move now.
Ellie Anderson and Chris Wood are both in the title race, lads. Who would have thought of it exactly, David? I mean, another team that's been brilliant, Nottingham Forest.
I was thinking to myself this afternoon, we should just took a points deduction because Forest did it. Look where they are now. You know what it is? If I was to order it, we should have took a points deduction there, Lee. Because look where Forest are now. Look where Forest are. Since their points deduction, we should be doing the same.
Credit to Bournemouth for the season they are having, considering the injuries and not having Solanke, Iriole doing an amazing job. They are. They do want him out covering.
Can I quickly answer Philip's question? Philip's question. I thought they would have struggled this season with Solanke. They're on a whole new level. I thought they would have struggled this season with Solanke. But they're on a whole new level without him.
Yep, they do want him out. Coffee. I was on Piggy's channel earlier. A lot of Man U fans want Amarim gone. The problem is, it's not just that you can't say it. Look what Radcliffe's done to that club. He's absolutely ripping that club apart. They can't put it down to the managers every time now. Look at the backroom staff now. Look at what they are doing to it, particularly Radcliffe. He's absolutely making that... he's just absolutely destroying that football club he is. Too many withdrawals in the league, costing also the title this season. Yep, Philip, and injuries as well. Players have dropped like flies. Jesus could be out for the rest of the season after an ACL injury. Saka's still out injured for them. They've been relying on him a lot this season. Havertz, he's started to get a couple of goals, but he's not a striker. Havertz isn't a striker. He's not an out-and-out striker. PC Plodbread doesn't know anything. Man U should just get Steve Bruce. He'll turn their season around.
Can I read you a little statement I've just read from a Man U fan on Twitter? He says, yeah, all right, mate. Just wondering if you could raise the spread a bit of awareness so that people know how much of a joke the club is actually becoming to proper fans. My granddad has had a season ticket for over 45 years and hasn't missed a game in 20 years. He has dementia and also don't own a mobile phone, so he has a paper season ticket where the QR code hasn't worked all season. We have emailed the club, phoned the club, I've been into the ticket officer and have been back and forth. Emails with Sarah Callagher, head of ticketing. The last 5 games, the stewards have been letting my granddad in due to his ticket not working. It has come to our attention that due to his ticket that doesn't work, not being scanned for 5 games, they have cancelled his season ticket and sold his seat in ballot today to somebody else. Sam Callagher has not been helpful. He said that if we carry on contacting them about the issue, then they'll raise a full investigation into the safeguarding of my own granddad.
That's disgraceful. That is
Man United Football Club, including John Sinclair. There you go.
Long may Radcliffe stay at Man United. Radcliffe destroying from within, and Cashriff only lasted 5 minutes. Space podcasts are a complete meltdown. Just seen a video of away fans today so toxic towards Ange. To be honest, most of the airs they had misleading though are fringe players. Yeah, he's duly spent 200 million and he got rid of him. Yep, Spurs always on a title bunch considering the lack of trophies. Jim Radcliffe and his backroom staff totally destroy Man United with the current filthy state of Old Trafford. Tottenham been drivel in the league this season, reminiscent of the 2003/2004 campaign under David Pleat. Yeah. But Mason, can we turn it around against Southampton?
Yes.
Do you believe we will?
Yes, because I think Southampton are a shambles.
They're going down.
And now they've got this new manager, but I can't see him keeping them up. And then look, and you see clubs who are struggling in the relegation zone, signing players. They've only signed one, and that's from Brazil.
Yeah, I believe we'll turn it around down at St. Mary's. Hopefully, Eddie give them a right talking to after the full time because so I believe we will. I've had friends who were diehard Man U fans during their school and college days, and now they're City fans. We should not not take teams to the ground. Yeah,
Martin, it isn't me granddad. It's a Man U fans granddad who's had this whole situation. It's not mine. My granddad's a diehard. My granddad's are all diehard Newcastle fans. Apart from one, who was a Swansea fan.
Yeah. So Leicester definitely need on for relegation. Leicester are really crumbling again completely. That's another team. Would you believe it? Remember, most of CJ's 150, 230 lead charges go years back, so why not breach pace on FFP and do what they did, get some titles and trophies, build huge revenues and stretch out proceeding for years, says Wacky. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just hoping that was a one-off yesterday. Hopefully Eddie Howe's give the players a little bit of a kick up the arse just to say sorry. That was not acceptable yesterday. We need to be back at our best. We've got a week to prepare for Southampton away for next Saturday. Hopefully we will do that, and we'll give Southampton, and I'm sure why we can't take Southampton apart next week. Do you think City are preparing for a transfer ban? That's why they're sending players and keeping it just in case. Hard to tell, Coffee. How many granddads you got, Maces? And says Tom.
Oh, it's a long fucking story.
How is it?
It's including. No, I should have said it's including great granddads, great granddads, and great granddads.
Oh, well. Must have a few of them. Yeah, people just Yoppa's just walking. I hope you keep it there. Well, Yoppa Don, you'll just have to recatch up with this one.
I hope you're doing well.
So yeah, but I'm just hoping we will be back to our best next week. I still hope we get some players in, because if we are selling Miggy and Kelly, and possibly Kelly in this window, we need to get at least a player in. We need to get a right winger in, if particularly if Miggy goes, because otherwise we've only got one right winger, and that's Jacob Murphy. All it could take is for Murphy to get injured, and we are pretty much knackered in that position. So please, hopefully, we are looking to try and get something done in this window. Get a right winger in. I think we're okay in the centre back roles, but if we were to bring another centre back in, fair enough. But
hopefully,
right.
Hopefully we'll get two loans. No, sorry, two transfers and a loan. That'd be fine for me.
Sadly, it hasn't worked out at our club for Lloyd Kelly. It hasn't. He hasn't been good enough. It was a free signing, and it just hasn't worked. Kelly's wages are quite high. I don't know why we got 150,000 a week to give him that.
But if you look at the Coffee, UV can't afford his UV will pay his wages because they can afford it.
They pay the transfer fee. I think there was talk of 30 million at one point, but he's not worth that much.
I said I looked at.
I think 15 would be decent.
If you get 25 million with the both deals, you'll be sorted.
Mm-hmm. Fine died at a Pompey game yesterday. Thoughts with the family. Yeah, very, very sad news. I did hear about that. Really awful news.
Aye, Matt Ritchie scored twice against Borough yesterday.
He did, actually. Middleton Jones is more granddad stuff. Good evening, Paul. Hope you're well. We definitely need to bring in quality proven players and simply get rid of the dead wood in the next few weeks of this window. We simply have to. We simply have to. Hopefully we will be doing that. So fingers crossed. Juventus have now seen the Bournemouth to replace Kelly. Now we're selling Kelly to UV. Kelly will be going nowhere if he's on 150 grand a week. Well, if Juventus are after him,
but the fact is, job, as I just said, UV or one of the clubs who will afford his wages.
Thoughts and prayers with the fan that died yesterday. Yeah, the Portsmouth game. So yeah, very, very sad news. And said our best wishes to the family and all as well. So yeah. Well, and then that is it for tonight's match review and player ratings. We know it wasn't a good one. We know it wasn't a good one.
Have a look at Milton Jones.
We know it wasn't a good game yesterday. We know the ratings weren't very high tonight. As much as we love to give high ratings, hopefully that will be back next week. We can give the high ratings of.
Tom Lynch, that's Milton Jones. He's a comedian.
PD Mason, 10 out of 10. Cheers, Coffee. Rest in peace, Dennis Law. Yep, absolutely. Apparently, there's no one coming in, even if we sell players. That can't be right.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something with Milton Jones? He's from South Wales.
Take care, guys. Away the lads. Cheers, Philip. Right, and what we got coming up on the channel for next week. So far, our next scheduled live show so far is Thursday. If there's anything before that we're thinking of doing, we will let you know. As always.
Or if anybody pisses Peter off, he'll do a video,
like I did with the Piers Morgan one. So we'll see. But yeah. But we'll try and think of something to do before the preview to Southampton just to keep ourselves going if we can. So, yeah, you are. Just from these, no, yep, I must have missed something. Yanks Mason, Tom Lynch, a one-liner. So he does have more than 2 granddads. Well, there you are. Oh, still confused, sister. So, by Peter Mason, all thank you for the stream. Cheers, so much coffee. If you have enjoyed, guys, please do give us the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Do smash the likes if you have enjoyed tonight's show. Please, of course, if you're brand new at the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, and you enjoy what goes on the channel, week in, week out, smash that subscribe button. Completely free to do so, and it does help make the channel grow. And please, of course, hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So make sure you do hit the bell to make sure you're all up to date with the content that we bring out for you on this channel week in, week out. And if you want to give a donation, feel free. And if you want to become a member for 99p, feel free, and you'll be put into a prize draw as well. So we are still feeling a little bit deflated, but let's hopefully we'll be back to ourselves next week. Yeah, great show. Cheers there, Julie. Good night, everyone. Take care. If he's a comedian or a bit man, don't understand, says Tom.
He's a comedian.
Well, there were Arsenal fans on some channels wanting us to miss out on Champions League because they think it will help them get Isak in the summer. Like, shit. So, 6 and the 2. Is there any other live streams? I'm not sure what's on after this one. None all much love for the result. Let's get back to winning. Absolutely. Great job, Peter Mason. Cheers so much, Ian, as well.
I like your confidence shot with Johnny.
Yeah. Well then, guys, see you ignore the loss of fans, the rabid lunatics.
Hypocrites.
Yeah. Well then, guys, we'll see you all later. Take care, level. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later. How are the lads? See you later, everyone. Take care, all.
Yeah.